Hey everyone, welcome back to RetroBreak and welcome to my first video of 2025. I hope you all had a great Christmas and New Year, and I'm very excited for the year ahead. In fact, this year, 2025, marks the 18th year of my channel here on YouTube, and it's just insane that I've been making videos now for 18 years, and even today I still get so excited at the thought of making every single one of these videos, and it's so insane to me to think that my channel, and I've actually been doing videos longer than some of you watching have even been alive. That is just ridiculous, and thank you all, everyone who's been around either since the start or whoever just found me last year. It's just amazing that everyone watches me and that I get to do something as fun as this. Maybe one day I can take it full time. Anyway, let's talk about 2025 and what exciting plans I've got lined up for the year to come. So in some ways, last year was a little bit of a disappointment for me. I didn't hit any of the measures that I'd set for myself at the end of the year. I was hoping to be on about 60,000 subscribers at this point, but that didn't happen. There was a lot of things that went wrong, and I did learn a lot from last year, so this year should hopefully be better, or at least it should feel better to me personally, because there was a bit of a time during 2024 when I just wasn't enjoying making the videos anymore, and that mostly came from sponsored content. And some of that was so bad I actually lost subscribers, and it just wasn't worth the effort that I put into making them. So I'm going to step back completely from sponsored videos this year, and if I do anything sponsored, it's actually just going to be a segment in the main video rather than a video all on its own. Hopefully that will help me be able to make some bigger and better ideas, and man have I got some good ideas for this year. So let's get started with what you can expect within the next month or two. So there was a video I did in December last year called XP Boost, and I'm definitely going to continue doing that. And if you follow me over on Blue Sky, I've actually been doing daily posts where I talk about one game from my collection and a fun fact to accompany it. I took a little bit of a break over Christmas and New Year, but I'm going to start posting again from tomorrow, so look forward to them. Basically the idea is that once I've built up enough of those posts, I'll then come here on YouTube and share them all along with some gameplay and some of my personal memories and experiences from the games as well. And from the comments on the first episode, it also seems like something that you'll all enjoy watching as well, so can't wait to do more of them. Of course, the top games videos and hidden gems videos always do really well, and I've still got a bunch of consoles that I haven't done those for, so definitely look forward to some more of them this year. Hopefully the first one is going to be hidden gems for the original Game Boy. It is quite expensive to do these videos because for whatever reason I really want to have a physical version of the game that I can show while I'm talking about it. So I want the box and the manual and everything, and I've kind of worked out that for this one it's going to cost about £800 overall, so don't expect it anytime soon, but that is something that is coming definitely this year. And as well as that, there was something else that I mentioned, but some of you may not have seen that. I'm actually trying to build out a list of specific videos for each individual console, and at the end of that I'm basically going to merge them all back together into one giant video called Everything You Need to Know About Whatever System. So hopefully by the end of this year I'm going to get the one for the Game Boy out of the way, and it basically includes the following categories. It includes top games, which I've already done for the Game Boy. It includes hidden gems, which hopefully I'll be doing soon once I've managed to track these games down, and then it includes a history video, which are very time consuming to make, but I've got some great resources and I've actually started writing the script already, so that should happen at some point this year. The memories episode I've already done, that was one of my subscribers milestones. Maxed Out is another one that I haven't started looking at yet, but that is basically games that took full advantage of the hardware, so really impressive games for the system, so I'm enjoying trying to come up with a list for that. And then there's the whole world of beta, prototype and unreleased games, which is always incredibly fascinating, and that's just a great opportunity to check out some ROMs that are out there online that never saw the light of day in the end, and it's always fun to put them on the EverDrive and play them and just see what we missed out on, and also to see how things changed over time as well. So I'm really looking forward to making those videos too. And then the final category is legacy, which includes things like ROM hacks and homebrew games, as well as hardware, like modern hardware revisions like the Analog Pocket or the Mod Retro Chromatic, things like that. So there's so much, there's a really massive range of things that underpin one specific console, and I want to try and get all of this data and sort of put it all into one like 2 hour long video. I don't know how it's going to look just yet, but that is the overall goal, and in doing so I think I can build out these really cool playlists for every single retro system out there. It's a very long-term plan. I think I worked out that if I do like a video a month it would take something like 6 years, and I don't think I'm going to do a video a month just because of how expensive it is, but I hope this goes to show that I'm here on YouTube for the long run, as long as YouTube exists, and even if it doesn't, I'll just be doing this somewhere else. So I hope you're looking forward to all of that. And there's even more things I'm excited for this year as well. So I talked about one new series, which is the Experience Boost, but there's another new series which is a little bit different to what I normally do on the channel. But last year I released a video about my game dev journey, and it just took off. It did so well, and so many people really loved hearing about my experience with game dev and all of the struggles along the way. So I thought I really want to get back into game dev, but YouTube is kind of a blocker because it kind of takes time away from me making games. So I'm actually going to start a new series here on this channel called RetroMakes instead of RetroBreak, and it's going to be me making a game and sharing that experience with you, and hopefully to have an end product that you can all play at the end of it as well. And obviously it will be retro inspired. I'll be talking about all the games that inspired me with creating this new game as well. And before I move on to a new game, I'm actually very close to finishing a game that I actually made about 10 years ago, and I'll definitely be making a video soon about how I'm taking that original game and revamping it completely for today's audience on PC, and that's actually going to be released for free over on itch.io as well. So I really hope you're looking forward to checking out the full game, and very soon I will actually talk about my development journey in the first of the RetroMake series, which should be coming in a few weeks time, maybe. I've actually been working very hard on it over the Christmas and New Year break, so that's again something I'm very excited about for this year. I also want to get back into streaming as well. I do have a Twitch channel and a separate YouTube channel that I stream on, but I kind of let it fall to the wayside towards the end of last year when I had some issues with OBS, but thankfully I've actually managed to fix all of those streaming issues, so I should be able to pick that up again soon. And I'm actually planning to sort of merge the streams with the main videos here as well, and actually stream games to capture footage for these videos. And that actually ties into another new series which I've been thinking about. And I know there's a lot of new stuff, but I'm actually getting rid of a lot of old stuff to make room for the new, which hopefully will just improve the channel overall. So another new series that hopefully I'll be tying in with streaming is RetroBreak's Hall of Fame, and this is actually streaming games that I've actually already got in my collection that I know I love and that I want to share more of my thoughts and experiences with. So I'm going to pick a bunch of my favourite games, stream them over on Twitch and YouTube, and then make a separate video dedicated to that game, and then basically I can build up this Hall of Fame of all of my favourite games, and I'll come up with some sort of fancy motion graphics to display them, kind of like the end of Pokemon where you get your Pokemon in the Hall of Fame. That was the original idea anyway. Maybe it will change over time, but either way, look forward to me playing some of my favourite games on stream and then coming here to talk about them afterwards. I've got a great set lined up for this year and I can't wait to get into it. And there's one more thing that I want to do with streaming and this channel, and that is actually finally play some games that have been in my backlog for a long time. I've had a bunch of you suggesting that I need to play games in some of my top games lists, as well as a bunch of games that I've personally got in my collection that I've just never got round to playing for whatever reason. So I've actually picked out 12 games, and my plan is to play through one of them every single month and then come here and talk about my experience with the game and to finally tick it off my backlog. So I'm very much looking forward to that. In fact, I've started making a list here, and some of the games that I'm planning to play this year include things like Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, which I've heard is incredible, Mega Man 6, because for some reason, even though I'm a massive Mega Man fan, I've never actually played all the way through the 6th entry on the NES, which is like the final 8-bit game that they made back in the 90s, which is just really interesting, and I don't know why I haven't experienced it yet. I've also got Jet Force Gemini for the N64. That's a game from Rare that I've never really played past the first level, so I'm really curious to give that a go. And one more on the list, let's see, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I know, it's crazy that I've never played it. I've played all of the other Metroidvania Castlevania games, except the one that everyone talks about, so I really want to rectify that this year. So that is just a sneak peek as to some of the games that I'm hopefully ticking off my backlog this year. And of course, I'm sure there's a bunch of other things that are going to come up over the year on the channel. And that's all I wanted to say today, really. So just thank you for 18 years of YouTube, and I'm very much looking forward to everything that's to come, and I hope you are too. Let me know down in the comments below what you're most excited to see from me this year based on what I've shared in this video. And that's it from me. Happy 2025, and I'll see you all again very soon. Goodbye.